Oh, hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? Brad the Fixologist here. We're going to go outside today and we're going to work on some stuff. Come on with me. Okay, so this I got on the curb night before last, I think it was. And it's got a Honda 160cc. Yeah, you know, funny thing is on these Hondas, they've got the fuel shutoff valve on these, and you know the thing to do in the winter to winterize them is to turn the fuel shutoff valve to the off position and run the motor until all of the gasoline is out of the carb, right? Oh look, that little vacuum hose is off. We'll have to put that back on. That's not right. That's pretty dirty. We'll look at this thing later, but the funny thing is, when I got this thing off the curb, the gasoline valve was in the off position still, making me think that they probably got this thing out ready to mow, cranked on it, you know, 4, 5, 6, 10 times, gave up because it wouldn't start, obviously, and the reason was right here. That's the reason. Funny. But I put the gas valve in the on position, cranked it over, and it actually, look at this. So yeah, one person's loss is my gain. Win some, lose some, right? All right. This dude the other day dropped off this backpack blower. He wanted me to see if I could fix it. It belongs to his church. That's his church's equipment. He's the deacon of his church, and wanted to see if I would do a little bit of work for him, so they could get their equipment up and going. I told him, yeah, sure. Normally I would not do that, but it was for a church. So, what's up, girls? You hear my girls down there? What are you doing? I wonder how many eggs you made today. I've got eggs out the wazoo. It's not even funny. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Here, how many eggs you got under you? What you got under there? What you got? Anything? Yeah, you got a couple eggs. Look at there. Good girl. Good girl. But it's too many. I'm going to leave them there for right now. We'll work on this and we'll come back and get some eggs later. Okay, probably a good 10 times out of 11, whenever you have no start situation on a small engine like this, it's going to be carb. But we'll crank on it a couple times and see what happens. We might also have a, you know, you never know, it might be bad gas. Is that just... Okay, no, that's got the oil in it. You can smell and tell that it's that's a mix. All right, pump it up a bit here. See if we can't get her going. All right, and choke position. I've actually fixed one of these Husqvarnas before. I had one last year. Fixed it and sold it. Put this thing on there. Okay, so it was only running on choke right there. Also, oh no, I thought that bulb right there, I thought came off of it, but no, it's from last year. Something I was doing last year. Let's let's start her back up because it's obviously got problems with the high and low settings, and the idle is not right. Not right for sure. Okay, so on these carbs, well, first of all, the air filter looks pretty clogged. We'll wash that out, clean that real good, clean out here around the carb. The bulb on the carb looks like it's got some life left. It feels okay. I don't think it's leaking or anything, at least not right now. But this thing probably would need a new carb in its future at some point. But here are your adjustments for high and low settings, and this is what we're going to adjust right now, right there, and also the idle speed. Right now it's only idling on half choke. It'll start on half choke and idle at half choke, but if you try to go to choke off, it kills it. At that point it would be getting too much air, right? So the fuel air mix is off, which tells me these are gonna be off. And it could be just a case too that the diaphragms in this carb need service. They need either changed or need to be taken out, cleaned or something maybe. Close. Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna just assume that we've got a carburetor issue here. Before I really do anything else, I just want to look at the diaphragms in this carb because I'm guessing they're probably shot. Usually when the fuel delivery goes on one of these little carbs, it's these little diaphragms. I don't know if I have any more diaphragms around or not. If I do, I'll hook them up with a couple, but I don't know. All right, here's the one, and it's got, well, it's got crap in it. I don't think I just put that in there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see a little bit of crap that's in there? this is shot. I can tell already, just by the way that it's sticking to the carb body here, that this diaphragm's shot. Yeah, it's shot. It's gone. The diaphragm is, at least. Let me see what I've got. And plus, you know, this is supposed to flex in and out really easily, and it's not really doing that. It's not snapping back the way it should. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna disassemble this completely. See if I've got diaphragms. If I do, I'll throw this in a ultrasonic, clean it up, and reassemble it with some new diaphragms. If not, I'll just replace this carb, and he'll have to wait, you know, a week or so until I can get the part. I mean, the good news is it runs, so there's nothing else major wrong with it. I mean, this little diaphragm kit shouldn't be but pennies anyway. That one seems okay. That one looks fine. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this, and I'm gonna replace the bulb. Replace this set if I have it. Yeah, I'll see what I've got. We'll look around. Okay, I do have some parts, but I don't know if they're gonna work. That's brand new. It's not the right carb. Well, that one might work. It's larger than this though. It's the correct size, but it has some larger edges. We might be able to trim those off if nothing else. That's a possibility. We might steal from inside of that, but that spark plug would be good to change. Okay, that one's missing, so it's okay. This one is used as well. The diaphragm is there on that one, and it's possible that might get him by in a pinch here if it, you know. I hate to put an old one in, but I might have no choice until I can order one. You know what? This is a new carb kit. This is a new carb. I want to see what the diaphragm looks like on this one, because if I'll use this diaphragm if it's good. Yeah, see, that's what a brand new one should look like. It's nice and clean. It's supple. It's not all mummified. Yeah, this one's gonna work for us. All right, so I'm gonna steal that off of that. So I'm gonna steal this top one too, off of this kit, and also probably the bulb. Yep, that's a brand new bulb. I'll steal that bulb too. Yeah, we can use this for sure. That is, as long as I don't rip it, getting it off. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, so that's good and clean. Now we've got a clean bulb. Let's go ahead and dip this into a bath. All right, we got this carb in an ultrasonic bath here, and we'll let that run its course. And in the meantime, I want to call the customer, because I noticed that the gas that was in it, the fuel oil mix, it has a really distinctive, almost it smells like carburetor cleaner, really, more than I would expect it. You know, it doesn't smell exactly what I was expecting. So I want to see what exactly fuel what exact fuel he's using, because I have noticed that some mechanics have given notices and put up on their channels about warnings about certain types of fuel. So I want to see what fuel he's using and probably try a different fuel in it, and maybe advise him to move a different direction if it's one of the fuels that has been identified as a problem. Okay, while we're waiting to hear back from the customer on this, and while we're waiting for the ultrasonic, I went ahead and cleaned these pieces. This had a bunch of gunk on it on the inside and out. Went ahead and washed it off. Went ahead and washed that off too. It came out pretty clean. We'll let that dry thoroughly before we try to use it. Same with this. I usually wash these in soap and water. These little gaskets, as long as you don't soak them in the water and leave them there, they won't disintegrate. They will if you leave them there, but just washing it off and then letting it dry thoroughly, you're usually fine with that. Even if I wanted to, I could press that in a book or something and even make that perfectly flat again, but it's pretty good. So all that came out really good and clean, so we're ready to go there too. All right, I left this carb in for 15 minutes. Let's see how it came out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's still got some of that gasket, or that diaphragm, excuse me, to scrape off of this. I will get a razor blade after the, or I might even be able to just scrape it off with my thumbnail here. But we'll get the rest of this little gasket off of that's stuck on, and then hopefully this one will be ready to go too after it dries out. Okay, time to reassemble this thing. And when reassembling, obviously don't touch the diaphragms. Don't touch the middle of this diaphragm or the middle of this other one either. Okay, I think we're ready for a test. Slight tweaking of the high still, but that's about it. I think that's got it. Now we just got to get the air filter back on there, and I can send this back. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, we've got a lot of stuff coming up over here, and this is probably going to be one of the next things. This guy, we'll just do a complete overhaul on it, change fluids, all that. What else? Okay, now this summer, in addition to this backpack blower, which we've got to do for the same guy, we've got, let's see, that runs and works, so we're good there. We've got an air conditioner. That was a curb find. We may pull out and check out and see if it works. We've got this little ride-on toy we'll probably pull out and maybe give away to a kid. We've got what else? We've got one, two, three lawnmowers back there to service. So we'll probably end up pulling those out sooner rather than later, because now's the time to sell them. But yeah, got a lot of stuff coming up in addition to TVs and all that stuff. So if you enjoyed, hit subscribe. We'll see y'all later.